Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm getting 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, while I point to God. Big numbers.
Okay, I like what that second bag they gave me, bitch.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man.
Grab it fucking go, like you supposed to.
Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards.
Not for what you offering.
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
I don't want it for that, I want it for that. I'm for Facebook, I'm good. We good graphics.
Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Trey Smith. And he went on Trey Wayne. He went on Trey Smith, the tackle we just drafted. Then he came at Trey Wayne next. And then the Trey we just drafted got the hidden Trey. And he finna break that off the rug. I already told him that.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
Hey, if I quit, right, cause me and that man down there in the same color, bro. They ain't gonna count me as no loss. Oh yeah, say less. I did quit.
It's good. I'm up 14-7. Oh, you broke out, right? Probably right before you did with Howard. Dobbin stole J.K. Dobbin. I gotta get him involved, man. Bro, go look at, bro, I swear to God, this game, bro. Bro, I wish I would have just seen this. Yeah, bro, no, I'm saying, bro, the play that just happened. Oh no, I ain't got it up in the party. Hold on. Oh, would? Yeah, you know, bro, I wish you could have just when you go to it, bro, rewind it before he. I just got the ball, so it's the play before that. Man,
Coach, we're
nigga
just a
contested
stone's
the
throw from
throw,
the
bro.
Delaware River. We've got some water to
The
contend with
man dropped the
ourselves. A
ball.
steady rain falling at Lincoln
just gotta watch
Financial
it, bro. I
Field.
can't even explain
Nothing
it.
like the fanfare of introductions to an
Basically,
NFL
these
game,
niggas
and that was
running
in
with the ball
evidence a
in
moment
between their
ago.
helmets type
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their
Man,
guys get set to
10
match up
yards, these
between
niggas
the
running with the
Baltimore
ball just
Ravens
bobbing in
and the
between their legs.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake.
Let's go, Kenyon.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That motherfucking
Something
ball,
to watch here in week
boy.
1 of the season.
Motherfucking rock.
Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Dobbins just stole it again. Nigga, 91, 92.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Oh, my God.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right.
Threw that bit to,
breaks on the
I threw that
football,
bit
just
to
unable to haul it in and
JK
take
out
it the
the
other way. So he
backfield.
dropped an interception. The
that
key
bitch
for
and
him
took
now,
off.
don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Good Cordero.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hold on. No, 21-14. He just scored.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The end result, 21 yards.
Oh, my.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
Look at Ed Oliver.
No trouble on
Let's
this.
go, boy.
3 plays, 3 first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Boom. Boom.
Here we go. 120. Check 59.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling?
Oh, my God, Josh Jackson. I'm going to get you off the squad, though.
Some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to
I'm going to put Levi Wallace back in.
Influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes can work as well.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well. They were perfectly executed, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Hit something, nigga. Or we pay you, nigga, to hit something, nigga. There you go. What you in? What you in?
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Sponge. We're good.
Good pursuit, boy.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3 down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Let's go.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle.
Nah, I thought you was talking to Jazz.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Yeah, what?
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be incomplete.
Good D, Earl.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside.
Oh,
he gets us just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get off the field. Mike spot 9. Bravo. Let's go, defense.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And throw good for 4. It's second down.
I got to tell you.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good hit of steam.
Yes, sir. Let's go deep.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing his Wentz. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he's in. Flood Eagles touchdown.
It's still 14, so.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards. That time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now a 1st carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I just threw a fucking pick. Josh Allen, dog. Man.
So
I throw a jump ball. This man.
Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
About 10 yards.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Wentz now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Now Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. For an Eagles touchdown.
Come on, man. They open up the playbook on this.
18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Jackson going to throw again.
Jordan, man, let's go.
This one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 57, Mike 57.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, that nigga Mark. Ooh.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Let's go!
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Jordan
Final
Poyer.
shot before half for
Oh, no, that was
Wentz.
Mike.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Shift.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Me. Kill. Mike 5'9". Hey, Haywood. Mike, check.
Wentz now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mike 54.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Oh, I wish you could have just seen it. Play, Matt Measles. Nigga Micah Hyde.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Should have seen the moves, though, 21-35. You should have just seen the moves, though.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Single. Check three.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Check 53. Get him.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In your face. Watch twitch. Watch. Kill. Check 31. Check 31.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Speed.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All right, tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I'm going to get on right.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's got that one complete to Darbo. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Jackson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Move. Hey, Echo. Let's go. Hey. 40, Mike, 40. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Safe.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 33 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Sad, bro. My nigga fumble back.